Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Lazoka here. We're here with another video. Coming to y'all today on December 23rd, Christmas 2 days away. I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas here on the channel. But leave a like, sub, and comment. And join our Discord servers. This link and mine's link. So join our Discord servers so we can actually speak to y'all. But either way it go, let's get into it. This is chapter 5 and 6 of A Fairy in Naruto. A Fairy Tale Widget in Naruto. By, you know who it's by. And as always, the full story will be linked in the description below. If you'd like to read ahead, go ahead. So, let's get into it. Mizuki. In the middle of the night, I woke up already because of a nightmare. In the nightmare, I kept running after Natsu, Lucy, Wendy, and just before I could reach them, I started falling and falling. After my breath calmed down enough, I started to think what to do with this entire situation. I was in a strange village that was unknown distant away from Magnolia. Does not does not know what trains are. Does not know what trains are. Have never heard or seen magic, and has a lot of these so-called ninjas. I did not know where Nasu, Wendy, and Lucy were. I thought they would better be in some weird village by myself, right? I decided to have I decided I'll have to tell Kage about my magic because he was kind enough to let me stay in the village and I didn't want to betray him furthermore. He wouldn't stop treating me like I was a lesson, and just maybe, he could somehow help me get back to Magnolia. I woke up, I woke up to Kakashi gently shaking me awake. Go away, let me sleep, I muttered in my pillow. Anyone, I had to wake up. Come on, you have to wake up or you'll be late at the academy on your first day. Sigh, sigh. I got up as Kakashi went downstairs to make some breakfast. I quickly dressed myself and brushed my hair. The delicious scent of toasted bread, waffles, bread waffles, towards me, making my stomach growl hungrily. After I ate and read my book about ninjas, I've decided to learn as much as I can about this place. While Kakashi ate his food separately, still not letting me see his face, and I got to say, I was pretty curious now. After he was finished eating, as well, he puffed us to the academy and gave me a lunchbox. Okay, have fun your first day. He waved as he poofed away. Great. Just leave me here all alone in this weird place I murdered. Anyone by the silver hair, he didn't even tell me which room to go to. Asshole. I walked through the hallway severally, looking into each classroom, until I found the right one. I could just about see Iruka standing in front of some kids my age. I took a deep breath. I knocked on the door firmly. Mizuki, come in. Introduce yourself, Iruka said. When he opened the door and muttered towards the class, when she was giving me curious stares. My name is Mizuki. I think it's Mizuki, but I think I said her name wrong this whole time. Mizuki. M-I. Mizuki. 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 I think it's Mizuki. And I'm 12 years old. It's nice to meet you all, I said blankly, with a slight below towards the other kids who were still looking at me. Mizuki-chan, there's someone in this class you like. A girl with pink hair and red dress asked excitedly. I blinked in surprise. What kind of question was that? I literally walked in here 30 seconds ago. I didn't have enough time to look at the boys. I look at other boys, seeing some cute boys, but no one really grabbed my attention. There was a black haired boy looking boring at me, and he was surrounded by a horde of fangirls. He was containing good looks, but he looked so ignorant. There also was a cute boy with little adorable puppy on set. There are some cute boys here, but no one I particularly like. I said, honestly, to the girls who had asked me the question. She looked a bit disappointed. I didn't like anyway, but soon started fungering over disappointed. I didn't like anyone, but soon started fungering over the black haired boy. Honestly, I just got here. I don't know these people, so how could I possibly like someone already? Music Kitchen. How come I never seen you around the village? A boy with a small puppy asked me while looking at me curiously. I had to do my best not to curl and run to the boys to go pat his dog. It was the cutest puppy ever. I just recently came to this village. I haven't really seen the villagers yet. He seemed satisfied with my answer and continued whatever, continue whatever, continue whatever he was doing before, which was blinkingly staring out the window. Well, there aren't any more crashes. You can start off there, Aruka, motion source, and you see next to a black haired boy. I quickly walked over here. I sat down. The boy looked at me once, and then he had Sarah back at his teacher, who was complaining about how to say the sets to see if you could come ninja tomorrow. First impression, I didn't like these people. After a day of cry, after the day of quietly boring class was over, I decided to walk to go Kage's hour so I could learn the layout of the village, and I had to go there anyway. I knocked on a big door and walked in to see Kage standing behind that there was Nitra standing next to him. Mizuki, my Mizuki, what are you doing here? He asked, smiling warmly at me. What girl curious or the glint curiosity in his eyes. Hokage, Sama. There's something I'd like to show you in private. Please, I said, looking worried at Ninja who didn't seem to like me being alone with Hokage. Very well, please leave us alone, he motioned to the door, and the ninjas walked out of the room, glaring at me. Well then, what do you want to show me? I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, responding my eyes knowing your glowing blue instead of my normal green eyes. I gathered a ball of water out of a cup and made it float above my hand. Well, Hage looked shocked to say at least. Sure, what is this? I quickly explained to him about magic and where I was from. I think it would be the best to hide your abilities from everyone else. There might come ninjas after you if we heard of this. I hope you understand that I do not want to risk a village like that. As for this, floor plate, floor place, floor plate, floor plate. I'm extremely sorry, but I've never heard of it before. I think it's Sanger, I think he made Floria, Magnolia. She said after a few minutes of thinking, I nodded respectfully and started walking back to the apartment. Even if Gokake had heard of Magnolia, who would know? Not my greatest idea, I admit. I have been nearly an hour, and now I was horribly lost. Honestly, I haven't seen a ration of potatoes. It is crackly, pink and grilly. This was also the reason why I didn't go on any mini solo missions. I would get lost so often. I curiously wandered through a random street in God knows where. It seems to be a decent neighborhood with a nice looking house on each side of the street. I was curious, trying to read signs a bit, but on my right, I smacked into something hard. I felt right up my behind. Oh my god. Ouch. I blinked dazed a few times before I forced my eyes forced on an outreach hand in front of me. My eyes wanted as I realized I had run into a wall as I pressed the dark. Instead, I had run into a dog boy from class. I slowly grabbed his hand and allowed him to pull me up. I am so sorry. I was not paying attention. It's alright, the boy laughed. Where are you going here anyway? I averted my eyes in shame. Maybe, just maybe, I got lost on the way home. Where do you live? The boy inquired. A twinkling with a freckle in his eyes. Good question. I honestly don't even know the address. Say, woke up. Why Kakashi comes and pick me up from school. Why didn't I write down the address? Well, I'm afraid I can't help you, the boy said with an apologetic look. That's okay. I'm near the apartments anyway. I think I'll look around once more. It's kinda the same as Kakashi neighborhood, kinda. Well, see you later. Good luck finding your house, the boy who waved before turning around and walking off the dark brick once. And my heart melted. The dog was terrible. Thank you, and I see you tomorrow. An hour later. It's been a while. It's been a whole hour since the boy and his dog kept love. And I still haven't first apartments. I was saying too much starting to mention curse Kakashi. Mentally curse Kakashi. I saw a black haired boy from my class sitting near a house in the distance. I waved and smiled softly. He nodded socially before disappearing into the building. Oh yes, just a friendly person he is. Mitsuki, there you are. I tried to turn around and saw Kakashi standing behind me. My savior. Thank goodness to hear. I seem to have slightly lost my way. So yes, and Kakashi just shook his head in amusement, sprinkled his light before grabbing my hand and moving us to the apartment. I bet he didn't even pick me up on purpose, just so he could laugh at me on chapter 6. Music point of view. Music. Grandma, I slowly opened my eyes. My eyes just into the clock on the wall that read 5:30. I sighed before forcing on Kakashi. He was standing right next to me. Yes. Yes. Here, I blinked slowly, and he gave me some kind of map. Why are you giving me a map? I haven't mentioned today, so I can't take you to Academy. And after yesterday, so let's go. I thought it might be handy to give you a map of Konoha, Kakashi said amused. I opened the map and saw that he had marked the road beat from his apartment to the Academy with a red marker. Thank you. Thanks to my map, I didn't manage. I didn't manage to find the Academy quickly, putting me in a good mood. Once I arrived at the classroom, I took my new unusual seat next to the dark-haired boy and just observed the class to get to know them better. Knowledge is power after all. I noticed most of the girls was fangirling and farting over the dark-haired boy who apparently was called Sasuke, especially a pink-haired and a blonde girl. I shook my head in dismay. Don't you have something better to do? He's never given him any attention. Then there was a few boys who looked nice and less annoyed, including a nice boy with a cute puppy, who I waved at and smiled, and he caught my eye, waved back instantly before engaging in a conversation with the boy who sat next to him. As my eyes surrounded the classroom, I noticed there was a blonde-haired kid who was all alone for some reason. He was blankly staring out of the window. His head popped up by his hand. My eyes started at the sight. Poor kid. I know how that feel. I was always homeschooled while I was younger, but once a week I had to go to a local school. All the kids avoided me because I was rich and they thought I was stuck up everywhere I went. Judgment eyes just judging eyes just followed me. Well, it's a after a while you were good walk in with a faint smile on his lips. Okay, kids, today says if you to see if you can become a guinea. You all have to make free clones of yourself to pass. I perked up on my seat. I perked up on my seat and as and smile and stuff on my lips. I'll note this one. After a bit more writing, I was finally caught and walked into the exam room. Inside were Aruka and a Yarda Nedra is using himself as Mizuki point of view. Mizuki, but he gave this introducing himself as Mizuki. They have the same exact name. I don't think he realized that. I said, shut up. No. Introduced himself as Mizuki, but gave this weird vibe. I get interested. As you know, as you know, you are to make free descent clones of yourself to pass. This test of become an often name of Konoha. I got it fifthly and made three perfect clones of myself. My clones worked at each other before I put them away again. Aruka smiled warmly at and a blue and a blue forehead projector, which I tied loosely around my neck. Very well, Mizuki. Tomorrow you'll be put into a free man trial of Guinea under the guidance of a higher ranked nin. I borrowed respectfully and entered the exam room wondering about who will be in my team. Man, I hope I don't get put with a fangirl. Outside, I saw all kinds of blabbering and Ashley to her parents. A mist of jealous and sadness bubbled in my stomach at the sight. I smiled bitterly because my father would never do something like that for me. He can't ever remember my birthday. 6-year-old me was happily dancing around the room. It was my birthday after all. I was wearing a soft blue ball gown that was specially made for my birthday. A few of my father's servants I have been absolutely delighted by the beautiful dress. It made me feel like a princess, Lena, an honor servant who've been with my entire life, smiled at me, and my estimate, her eyes crunched, and she laughed at my entrance. In the corner of the room was the presence I was free from all the servants. I looked at each and every one of them. Lena, what do you think Papa got me? I already dreamed about the gift my father would presently give me. It would be beautiful for sure. Learning smile felt cursing me to stop dancing around in front. Oh, I don't know, Mizuki. Your father is a very busy man. Yes, father was always working because he has to bring enough money to take care of me. That's what he always said. After I got bored of dancing around, I decided to drop by my father. I'll be right back, Lana. Knocking, knocking on the door. I took a deep breath and pushed open the heavy wooden door. I had softly walked into his office. My father sat behind this as seemingly constant on a sack of papers in front of him. He felt his hair softly. He had the habit to go through his hair, which his hands was when he was dressed. Papa, I laughed when the man jumped, not having noticed in my entrance. What are you doing here, Mizuki? I was just wondering what kind of present you got me. I smiled easily at his man. Listen, listen, Mizuki. His blue eyes turned seriously. I know you grew up at a rich household, but you get lots of gifts. Maybe you were spoiled by us, but you can't expect me to buy you a gift every day, okay, sweetie? My hands fell to my son's slippery eyes glued in your happiness. He forgot. He didn't know. She could see it in his eyes. It's my birthday. I wish you before showing me now. Tears streaming down my face. I saw a blonde haired kid sitting on a string. He's like me. Didn't seem to have any parents there for him. At this he didn't at this he didn't pass as he looked miserable. I also noticed the villagers were avoiding him and whispering about him. I felt sorry for him. I sat on a spring. He looked at me, confused, so while I was standing next to him. Hey, don't worry. You'll pass next time. I know you can do it, I said, softly, as I set confident, still confused, confessing. I don't know what that is. Kid, you, you, you are talking to me? He looked at me strangely. No one, no one's talking to Potato. Yes, why should I be talking to you? I'm Mitsuki, by the way. I started stringing slowly. Alright, it's just that nobody ever talks to me. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I'm going to be Nesso Kage, and you can believe it. He yelled with a sudden mood change. I believe it, Naruto. I chuckled a bit at his behavior. He looked at me and said Mizukishan, do you want to be my first friend? He looked really nervous at this point. I would love to be your first friend, Naruto. I smiled at him politely as I offered him my hand. He looked shocked, but then he broke into a huge grin and shook my hand, had eager to be my friend. I smiled at his amused essence as I never had many friends. Hey, so guess what's nice? Alright guys, can end chapter 6. I'm gonna do chapter 7 in the next video. Peace out.